Now, in the month of October last year, you will know that Nio announced a strategic partnership with the UAE, where they will be launching their brand, Nio, sub-brand in UAE countries and Northern of Africa. That deal is called the MENA deal, Middle East and Northern of Africa, which is something that is pretty great. I mean, Nio, we saw them opening a Nio house in Abu Dhabi, which it was so great to see that taking place in November. The new CEO was there and all that, which this is going to unlock quite a number of sales, because people in UAE are quite rich, and therefore Nio should be able to make some good money there. I mean, that partnership entails Nio not only selling their cars there, but they will also take their factory and start producing cars there. They will also jointly produce cars with some of the institutions or some of the companies in UAE, which is something that is great. I did say after that partnership was announced that it might be a very good route that will make Nio to be able to sell their cars in the US, because apparently tariffs of the cars that are built in UAE, it's around 2.5%, and knowing that it might be easier for Nio to produce their cars in UAE and take them to the US. That's something that we discuss, but of course we'll wait and see how that unfolds. The reason why I'm reminding you about all this is that Nio just opened a new showroom in UAE. Now you know that showrooms are a bit smaller compared to Nio houses. The first Nio house was opened in Abu Dhabi, and this Nio showroom or Nio space, which was opened today, it was opened in Dubai, and it is the Nio space number 439 globally, which is obviously great and amazing to see that the Nio is indeed starting to make some moves or into Middle East, which is something that obviously it's great and exciting. I mean, a single screen notice that the showroom is showing the EL8, the ET5, the EL8 or ES8 in China, the EC6, the ET5 mid sedan, which is something that is great, because now people are starting to get to see what Nio cars are look like. I mean, there was a point in time, I think in November, where also Envo was taken up there, which was so great to see the quite number of people that were viewing that car. I mean, like I said, the good thing about this partnership is that the people in UAE are rich, guys. Majority of them or most of them are rich, and therefore they can easily afford Nio cars, which it is for that reason that I said this MENA deal could lead into Nio generating more sales as compared to the sales they are generating in Europe, which will be a very critical, which makes MENA a very important partnership, as it will increase the kind of sales that Nio generates outside of China. So yeah, man, new showroom. It's opened in Dubai, and those that find themselves in Dubai can go and view and visit that store and see the Nio cars. Hopefully I'm able to travel very soon, in the next coming, I don't know, months, years. I'm able to go to Dubai, and if it is Nio is not yet selling in my country, truth be told, I will most definitely go make sure that I visit the Nio store, because I'll be honest with you, I've never seen Nio with my eyes. I see it on the pictures, and I cannot wait to obviously see it live, how the car looks like, be inside the car, and hopefully that I tick that box very soon, which is something that is great and I look forward to. So this MENA deal, like I said, it will entail Nio building a factory to build cars there, but obviously they are also taking the innovation center. There will be an innovation center there, a research and development center, which that again, it will help Nio to grow, because without research and development there is no Nio, right? It's important that Nio continues spending on the research and development, which some of the investors don't want. They are saying, it's spending a lot, but if they don't do this, then they won't be able to compete in the future. If they don't do this research and development, then they won't be able to be relevant in the future. I mean, if there's one thing that is making some of the foreign international car brands or luxury brands to lose a market share in China, is because Chinese EVs are heavily invested into R&Ds. research and development, whilst on the outside, those international brands, they are not investing that much on R&Ds, and therefore their technology is being dwarfed by the kind of technology you find onto the companies, onto the Chinese EV companies like Nio, which is great. So these R&Ds are important that Nio continues spending to better the technology in their cars, to better the technology in their infrastructure, because without this, then very soon Nio won't exist, because it will be outpaced by competitors. But the fact that we are seeing Nio continues spending to develop, to research and develop, it is something that is making Nio to be up there. I mean, when you talk about EV cars, there's no way that you can leave Nio outside of the picture. Nio, it is that company which globally, when you talk about electric vehicles, you cannot leave Nio outside of that picture. In fact, I don't think in the top 3 there is a way that when you talk about the top 3 EVs, you can leave Nio out of that. Obviously, you'll talk about Tesla, but after Tesla, it's either you talk about BYD and Nio, or you talk about Nio then BYD, because tech-wise, we know that these are the 3 companies that are taking it to the next level. These are the 3 companies which they are doing quite well, and their products or their cars are quite ahead, especially with Nio. I mean, have a look at the latest product or latest car that Nio just launched, called the 89. There is no car globally that is as smart as that car. That car is so smart. That car is just out of this world. That car is so compatible. I mean, when you talk about compatibility, again, you cannot talk about compatibility in a car or in a luxury car and not talk about the 89, which shows you that these R&Ds, these monies that Nio is spending, it is for a good reason, because they want to remain relevant, and wherever they go, like in MENA, they want to be in the top spot, or they want to be recognized as that company with the top tier technology, which is something that is great, something that is exciting. So yeah, man, this is what we read today, that there is a new Nio store that opened in Dubai, and those that are in Dubai right now, they can go and view the Nio cars. They can go and check the Nio cars, which is so great, and I wish I was there so that I can also go and visit these stores to finally see Nio live, which that day when it comes, I'm telling you, it will be so great. So yeah, man, do your own due diligence. Long term will win, blue sky will come, and Nio will do exceptionally well in MENA. That's all from me. I'll see you in my next video, and God bless you all.